Hey everybody, welcome back for another episode of PRI Talk, here with another 5-minute recruiting episode. Today's question, Jason, how often should we send film? And my short answer to that question is as often as you can. Okay, there's a couple things here. First one being you want to communicate interest. You want to let those college coaches know how interested you are. And depending on where you are in the process right now, summer, fall, winter, or really wherever you are in the process, the more you can communicate with those college coaches, the better. So as much as you can, send them film. The other part, too, when it comes to film, and depending on who you're sending the film to, for a lot of college coaches, it's going to be realistically the best way for them to watch you play between now and next club season, or now and the next qualifier, or wherever we're at in the process right now when you're listening to this. But and some college coaches might get to watch you play live once. Some college coaches might not get to watch you play live at all, really, unless you come to camp, right? You're not going to come to camp unless they're really interested. So as much film as you can send them as often as you can. I think that's really important. Now, on kind of the other side of this, do you need to, or can you only send film, or should I only email a coach when I have new film? No, there's plenty of things that you can reach out to a school about without sending new film. Okay, so you don't have to wait until you have new film to email a school. If you have old film or film link, put in your signature, like I suggest. That's something that you can reach out to. You can reach out to a college coach regularly, and you don't have to have new film. You can ask them a question that you came up with in your email. You can tell them, hey, congrats on your win last night against so-and-so, or whatever. There's a lot of things that you can communicate in an email when you're reaching out to coaches. It doesn't have to be new film. A lot of people think we'll only reach out when they have new film. And really, there's a better way to communicate consistently with college coaches that I think is good. Okay. If you don't have any new film, maybe you don't have film like through your high school season because you don't have huddle or things like that, and you have kind of a big gap, that's okay. There's not a ton that you can necessarily do about that, but I would definitely encourage you, especially if it's been 5-6 months, maybe you had film for club season, you don't have film for high school. I would encourage you to get something together prior to club season to reach out to the college coaches about with new film. Huddle makes it really, really easy for you guys to break down your own film, really, and tag things and put clips together and send that out. I had an athlete a couple years ago at this point. She was sending out film to college coaches almost after every high school match. I don't think it was every single high school match. I think it was maybe she would lump kind of the two matches together into one highlight film and send that out, depending on how many clips she had. But she got really good at it, and some of the clips would be like, a minute and a half. Maybe just 65 seconds, 70 seconds, okay? But it was just highlights of her playing, clips from that weekend, her passing, her swinging, some blocks, things like that. And it was just really, really helpful for her in the process where she was. One, it really impressed a lot of college coaches. Her high school film did, because they got to watch a lot of reps of her, which is really, really beneficial. And again, you don't get to do that unless you're getting in front of college coaches live. And so sending more film more often can be really beneficial. So how often should you send out film to college coaches? My response is going to be as much as you can. For some athletes, that's going to be more. Other athletes, that's going to be less. But as much as you can put film together, edit it, crop it up, and send it to college coaches, as much as you can do that, the better.